The most dangerous spider in Africa would rather play dead than fight you. It drops to the ground, curls into a ball, and waits for the threat to pass. That same spider carries the only anti-venom on the continent. Meanwhile, the giant hairy tarantulas that look like Hollywood monsters can barely hurt you. Africa's spiders are built on reputation, not body count, and these 10 species prove it. The myth problem. South Africa holds roughly 2,400 spider species, but less than 1% can harm a human, and recorded spider bite deaths in recent decades have sat at 0. That's not a typo. Spiders don't want to bite you because their venom is built to kill insects, not people, and that simple fact makes mosquitoes and bedbugs far more dangerous on the continent. Every fact in this list supports the same idea, and one species later will make you question what dangerous even means. 1. Baboon spider. First, the baboon spider can reach 15 centimeters from leg to leg and its fangs grow past 1 centimeter. Yet the bite only hurts for a day or two before it stops. Females live up to 15 years. When threatened, it rubs mouthparts together and hisses like a snake, which is exactly why a giant that size would always rather warn you than ever fight back. 2. Rain spider. Next, rain spiders are pale, long-legged hunters that show up in African homes all the time. People panic because size makes them look threatening, but the spider is only looking for insects or small lizards it can eat without touching a nearby human. It runs instead of attacking, and you will almost never find one that wants a fight. 3. Huntsman spider. The huntsman spider is famous for speed, and a flat body lets it squeeze into cracks and disappear before you can react. Yet it has no venom that threatens humans in any real way. The speed is startling, but you are watching a sprinter and not a killer. They vanish before you can react because that is their only trick against something your size, and nothing else is in their arsenal. 4. Golden orb weaver. The fourth species is the golden orb weaver, which builds webs that stretch up to 2 meters across, and the silk carries a golden sheen when sunlight hits it, which makes the whole web look like spun gold. This spider is large and colored in bold yellow and black, and it sits in its web and minds its own business. You could call the web architecture, and the spider is harmless. 5. Six-eyed sand spider. Halfway through, the six-eyed sand spider is a living fossil, and its genus predates the Gondwanaland drift. Experts consider it extremely venomous, yet there are 0 recorded bites in South Africa because it hides under sand or rocks and waits for prey to pass without ever showing itself to a human. People will never see one because extreme venom means nothing without contact. That's the widest gap here. 6. Jumping spider. After that heavy entry, the jumping spider is a tiny hunter with huge front eyes, and some African species carry bright colors that you can see from a distance, which makes them look like they belong in a garden rather than a horror film. They stalk prey like a cat instead of building webs, and the smallest spider on this list is also the bravest. 7. Long-legged sac spider. Number 7, the long-legged sac spider, gets blamed for almost every skin lesion in South Africa, and experts are divided on whether it is dangerous at all because many confirmed bites caused no tissue damage. Most lesions blamed on spiders are actually ticks, fleas, or infections, and this spider is the most wrongly accused creature on the entire list. It deserves a better reputation. 8. Brown button spider. Next, the brown button spider is related to the black widow, and a red hourglass sits on its underside, which makes it look more dangerous than it actually is to a nearby human. It lives in a web and stays shy, and only the female carries venom that can harm a human. It would rather play dead than bite, and you have to work to make this one angry. 9. Violin spider. Number 9 is the violin spider, which carries cytotoxic venom that can damage tissue, and it roams freely without building a web, which means you can find it in caves, under rocks, and sometimes in garages near your home. Finding one is rare because it's reclusive, secretive, and far more interested in avoiding you than ever biting you, which makes it a phantom rather than a threat. 10. Black button spider. Finally, the black button spider is the most venomous in South Africa, and its venom attacks the central nervous system to cause pain, which is why anti-venom exists for this spider alone. Yet it drops to the ground, curls into a ball, and plays dead. You almost have to crush it by accident before it will hurt you, and that's the only way. What the pattern means. Africa's spiders are not monsters, and they are shy and overwhelmingly harmless, which means the one that could hurt you tries harder to avoid you than most people avoid spiders. Every hiss and fang helps the spider catch prey, not hurt you. Subscribe for more quiet truths about the wild places of this planet.